right? And we've been talking a lot about that. Like more sharing or thinking about a text, I keep saying we need to share more, right? So today, I'm kind of excited because I have a book that's gonna let us do some big inferring work, and it's also gonna let us really use the text evidence, Ashton, to really say more, right? So I'm gonna show you my story for a second because I'm kind of excited about it. It's in our new Storyworks. Well, actually, it's an old Storyworks, but it's new to me because I just got a hold of it the other day. Okay, and the story's called A Message from Space, okay? And in the story, there's a main character, and her name is Naya Estrada. Do you see her kind of in the picture right there? Okay, yeah, exactly. You see her having a turtle. Well, one of the things is, you think she likes the sea? Are you making that prediction yet? What makes you think that, just out of curiosity?
Because she has a sea with, it's like turtles.
Oh yeah, you're making some good observations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have some other stuff, like their beds, ocean, like
Yeah. Well, guys, y'all are like ahead of my game because guess what? Guess what, Abby? Y'all are a little ahead of the game because you were right. Something about Naya is that she loves sea turtles, okay?
She does sea blue.
She does. But Naya, I want you to look at the title.
She has
A Message from Space. Well, Naya's mother is going to go off in space. And Naya's kind of having some hard feelings about that. She's not really knowing what she feels right now, right? So today, we're going to do some work to kind of read and think about how her feelings and what they are. And we're going to do some good inferring work by using text evidence. So actually, since you guys have already zoomed in on this photo, we can do some text evidence from the photo, can't we? Because we know that good inferrers use their background knowledge and the text clues. So what are you noticing about this picture? Think for a minute. Why don't Ashton and William, you guys talk to each other? And Evie and Ashton, y'all talk. What do you think you notice about Maya right now and her feelings just by looking at that picture? Why don't y'all do a little work with that for a second?
I'll put down my notebook.
Okay, well, why don't y'all talk for a minute and then we'll have some time for that, okay?
She's her grandma or her mom is trying to make her feel better because up there she was excited that her mom was here. She cared so much about her mom that they're going into space.
Oh, that Sharpie, okay, I just realized.
Space for a long time.
It's Sharpie.
Going to space
But I had one beside me.
for a long time. So you feel bad because
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Guys, I heard some really smart things already. I heard someone say that they think she feels worried. I heard someone say that. What made you say she felt worried, just out of curiosity?
because
One second, one person has to talk, so.
when your mom goes into space, you go in space for a really long, so she might not come back. It's like
Okay.
weeks until somebody comes back from space.
Okay, so you're using some background knowledge. And then what in the text helped you think that?
Because her mom was that told her that because she didn't know she was going to get sad.
You think? But in the picture?
But,
What's happening in the picture? What's she doing?
she looks depressed.
Oh, she looks depressed. Oh, wow. She looks depressed. Okay.
I want to piggyback off that.
Okay.
So I think maybe even it may take like a couple hours to even get into space. So she may be worried like how is she gonna get up there? Is the rocket gonna fail?
I love it. I love it. Real quick, I want to hear from over here for a second. Real quick. Anything on y'all's group?
She said she like worried and sad because maybe
So?
like she looks sad because she's probably gonna miss her mom for like a couple of days and probably feel a lot of worry about her because like what if the rocket
Blew up. Is that what you're thinking?
blew up and her mom died and
Yeah.
that explosion.
God, that'd be catastrophic, wouldn't it? Okay, so friends, here's the deal. I am like so impressed with the work you're already doing. Because today, what I want us to work on, okay, is we're gonna use this background knowledge that we already have, I can tell, right? And we're gonna use some text clues to really see if we can figure out how Naya is feeling, right? As we travel through the story, and what we're really gonna do is we're gonna look for evidence to help support us, okay? And one of the things we know that good readers do, right, is that to help them infer, sometimes they think about what the character says, what the character does, and what the character thinks, right?
I
And
just thought about something.
and we're gonna do some of that work as we read. Sound good? Thumbs up. Now, before we read, I do really quickly wanna go over a couple of vocabulary words that might come up that we might need just a little quick remember of that might be a little tricky, and then I'll get to your thought, okay? Sound good? Okay, so first off, my first word that I wanna talk about is the word launch. And you know what's so nice? This text is such a friendly text that you might even notice that it was already highlighted in your text, which, you know, sometimes that's so nice. I like those magazines for that. So here's my question. Here's the word launch. Does anyone know what a launch is real quick? Ashton, do you know? You shoot up into space, yeah. Yeah, you can launch something like the t-shirt things at like a football game, they launch them. Yeah, it's
Or
pre-COVID days, right?
Or like you launch a firework.
Oh, look at y'all, you knew that one. So I have a question, is launch one syllable, two syllables, or three syllables?
Well, it launch.
Well,
One.
let's not have rocket.
One.
Launch, good. It kind of looks like lunch, but it's launch because it has the A. It is, but it has AU, doesn't it? Okay, another word I want to do is I want to do the word mission. Ah, I'm dropping it. I want to do the word mission. What do you hear in there? How many syllables there? So we're supposed to put two. Okay, and I have a question about mission. Who knows what mission is? Anyone know? You know, Abby? What is it?
Maybe like a mission, like kind of like
Put
a
your hand up for a
mission,
minute.
kind of like a mission somewhere.
Okay, but what do you mean by that? Like a mission somewhere?
Like,
Put your hands up. We need spells. You know that.
like if you're going on a mission to go to the store, that's kind of like a
Okay,
mission.
so like a trip, you have a plan to do something, right? That's exactly right.
Or
A
like
mission is a plan.
Sheriff's on a mission or something.
Yeah, they have a mission to protect, like that's their duty, right?
Go somewhere.
Good job on that. In this book, the mission's gonna be like, she's going on the journey. She has a destination.
So like she has to figure.
How about
Maybe
task?
maybe
It's
like,
like a task that
It
you
is
do.
kind of like, I could see a task being a good
Like I know that
synonym.
some astronauts are scientists, so they go up to space to get like rocks on and stuff.
Y'all have a lot of background knowledge. Y'all are impressive. Okay, I'm gonna do another word. It actually came up in our read aloud today. Recognize. Clap that one out. What is that?
Three.
Three. What does it mean to recognize someone?
Recognize means
Why don't you do Chase?
recognize means when you see something, like you know what it is. The first time you see it.
You got it. You got it.
Like the first time.
You've seen them before, and then you.
Like,
Ashton, I love it. Okay, we're
Like
gonna do our last one.
The first time when you look in the sky and there's a gray cloud, you know there's either gonna be a rainstorm or thunder.
You're like a predictor. I get it. I love it.
How you first spotted this.
It is. You recognize that right away, didn't you? That was a good job using it in a sentence. I didn't even have to ask you to. That was excellent.
And probably the second time it'll go in the sky, it might not rain.
Maybe. I don't like it. Okay, my last one is quivering.
Three.
Three. Does anyone know quivering? That's a tricky one. Okay, show me quivering again. Kind of. It is kind of shivering. Quivering is like to, what?
Maybe like move around.
It is. It's to sway slightly, like it quivers.
Like it quivers around.
Like if you
the
think
moon.
about, I don't know about that, but I was thinking, you know, Mr. Day's music class. Has he ever played the guitar for you?
No.
No. Okay.
The
Well, you
drums.
play. Okay. Well, okay. The drums. Have you ever noticed that after you get the drums, sometimes they kind of vibrate.
Or like
Sometimes they
steel
can
drums.
quiver
Steel
a little bit.
drums. Steel drums. they
Oh
go.
yeah, the steel drums. Excellent. Okay, friends. I think we are ready to do some really good independent reading right here. And I'm going to listen into some of this read. But I want you to remember today that as readers, we're really looking to infer how Naya, the main character, is feeling based on the text evidence. Thinking about, losing all my stuff, what she says, what she does, and what she thinks. So as a reader, can you be on a lookout for that?
I have one for you.
Okay, and we're not gonna give them the check because we're gonna actually do the reading. And I also want you to remember as we read, guys, to to always be thinking about your good word attack strategies and thinking about following the punctuation, right? Okay, readers, I'm gonna get you started, and William, I'm gonna ask you to sit up here and read beside me for a minute so I can listen for a minute. You don't mind.
It was a day like no other day.
It's the Estrada family.
The Strata family always had been a big family celebrations.
What do you think? Which one sounds right?
Celebration.
Okay, let's keep reading on and see if you're right.
But this was different. There were so many people in Naya's small house in Florida, she didn't even recognize half of them. They were all waiting for the big rocket launch. Everyone was having fun. Everyone except Naya.
Okay, let's pause for a minute. First off, can I give you a compliment? I like that you read a word and you weren't sure if it was right or not. So if I wasn't sitting here and you didn't have me to be like, ask, and notice I didn't tell you, what could you do now to see if you were right?
We could go back to the wordings and you can know like and how I knew that it was celebration is because they were waiting for the big rocket launch.
Okay. So as you read on in the text, it gave you a good clue, didn't it? Okay. You did an excellent job. I want you to keep reading, and I want you to see if you notice anything in the text that might be helping you along the way. Got it? Okay. Hey, Chase, will you come up here so I can hear you read too? Just a minute. And you guys keep reading. You can turn the page. I'm sorry, I probably should have said, read at least to a hero.
Kiss Naya's head. Her mother has spent years training for this mission.
Question. Will you read the sentence for me real quick? Just this last sentence. Will you reread it for me?
Okay.
Right here from your mom.
Your mom has spent years training for this mission.
Did that sound a little better? Yeah, okay, keep going.
And everything will be fine. Aren't you a little scared? Now your voice clean. When you're scared, you take a deep breath like one of your sea turtles coming up for air before it goes underwater again.
We're gonna pause right there. Chase, I have a quick question for you. One of the things that I like is you went back and reread and got it, but I want to remind you of something. Remember we've been talking about punctuation. Do you see that question mark right there? And what do you notice about her voice? It's what? Okay, so how do you think that sentence would sound based on what her voice is doing and the punctuation at the end? Well, I want you to say it. How would you say it?
When you're scared.
I want you to read the sentence. How do you say it?
Naya
No, just this sentence. See it in the quotation marks?
Okay. Everything will be fine. Aren't you a little scared that? Naya?
Okay. I want to help. And then I'm gonna send you back because we're gonna all get together and say, okay, it says he says everything. She's like, aren't you a little scared though? Like, what would her voice do? Because when a question mark is there, what does our voice sometimes do? It kind of goes what? It does go up, and it kind of has a questioning voice. Okay? Do you think we can work on that? Okay, I want you to work on that. I'm going to send you back to sit more honest. Okay, guys, will y'all get to the end of the sentence and then just put a pause in it wherever you are for me for a second? I know I didn't get to you two yet. I'm going to get to you then. Okay, it's okay. Everyone's in a little bit different spot. Okay. It's okay. I told him he could move on. But I think he went too far. I think you skipped a page is what he said. Yeah, I think that's what he was saying. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eyes on me, guys. Friends, I know we were just reading a little bit, and I want to pause for a second, okay? And I want to ask a question. Has anyone by chance